That way your line doesn't catch a big bow and your bait can fall straight down. I know that fishing a shaky head in this much wind, I got one on right now. How about that? Second cast. Oh my God!
Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of
No way, man. I just watched that fish go down and get that jig on LiveScope. Not kidding you. I saw him suspended under that dock. Watched him go down and get it. I don't know how I got him. I sliced it in half. Oh, damn. No, this is a 3/8. I might get me a little shaky head tomorrow.
I could have caught maybe a couple more. Probably should have sat down and tied on a shaky head at some point in time. I saw a lot of fish that were kind of chasing my jig or chasing the Alabama rig that were, I think the bait was moving a little bit too fast, and for whatever reason they weren't, a lot of the fish just weren't committing to the jerk bait. So it's like I needed something a little bit slower than a jig, but not as, I would have liked to have seen an approach with a shaky head on a lot of those fish. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today's the very next day since the last video that y'all saw, and I'm headed back down to the lake. I'm not gonna lie, I slept in a little bit too much this morning from what I was intended on. Today's Saturday, and we've got some weather coming this afternoon, so I think I figured something out yesterday with the fish, and so I'm like urging. I'm ready to get back out there and go see if I like actually figured something out or if that was completely a fluke. So, to put in right now, here at this ramp, different ramp today. I think I figured something out yesterday, but I'm not exactly positive. I know that my bait was falling too fast, but there was no wind. Today it's windy, or a little windier, so maybe that won't even matter. Maybe I can go back to some of those same places, do some of the same things, and catch the fish that I didn't catch last time. Or maybe I was right yesterday, and slowing the bait down will help today. So I'm gonna try it both ways. Since it's a little windy though, I might actually, I bet this lock hasn't been used in months. If you guys haven't already, please go subscribe to the channel down below. But to hop in this boy right here. All right, so on the water, definitely a little bit colder than it was when I left the house, but still, it's like in the mid 40s. Not too bad. I'm gonna put my puffer jacket on, but I did get some, let me show you how old school I'm going today. I'm going regular ball head, 1/8 ounce shaky head, and some Zoom Pumpkin Fire U-tail. Is that not the most old school thing y'all have seen in a long time? I think it is. So, gonna get that rigged up really quickly and hop on this bank right here. Normally have some good luck over there. I haven't fished it this time of year because obviously I haven't fished this time of year on this lake yet. So I would love to see how it goes. So y'all stay tuned and ready for my chesty. I'm about to hop on right now.
All right guys, so I'm putting my camera on right now, my chesty. And I am certain that the audio on this video is not gonna be that great today. If it's too bad, then I'm probably just gonna do a voiceover all day. But if it's not too bad, I will let it roll. I just hate listening to a GoPro with all that noise. Also cleaned out my rod box, which is awesome. That was much needed. I had like 1,000 rods in there. Normally, seasonally, for some reason, I don't take rods out of my boat. I just put new ones in. So I had like 40 rods in here or something stupid. And that is not needed. I'm gonna cut this drop shot off. The reason I'm going with this ball style shaky head is when I'm skipping it, like I'm gonna be skipping it up under docks today where I know that I'm gonna be fishing it in some brush and some just kind of gnarly stuff. I don't like the 6th Sense style that has the screw lock in that situation because I feel like it hangs up a lot. Whereas I feel like this ball head one, it comes out of cover a little bit better, or actually a lot better than that screw lock style. Normally that screw lock style's got a big flat head on it somewhere, and I just feel like that hangs up, and that screw lock gives it a little bit of another angle that can catch something. get hung up. So I'm gonna go with tried and true. Although I hate giving this company any clout at all because I don't like the company, or I don't like the people. They do make a really good product. This is made by Dirty Jigs, if y'all are interested in it. I unfortunately do think it's one of the better shaky heads. The guy who owns the company is just kind of a dick. I'm just starting off finesse today, boys. I'm going straight U-tail. I haven't done a freaking U-tail worm. Water temp's 52, so it's a little, it's about right from yesterday. It hasn't cooled off too much. This is a rig you gotta be real patient with, but it can, and specifically this time of year, this is a proven, I don't gotta tell you about it because I know y'all already know about it, but this has proven itself for 100 years already. The only thing is when it's this windy, when it's with a spinning rod, keep your rod tip down by the water. That way your line doesn't catch a big bow and your bait can fall straight down. I know that fishing a shaky head in this much wind, I got one on right now. How about that? Second cast. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? 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 What is that? What the heck is that? Oh man. Holy crap, look right there. Look, just pegged. What? Oh my gosh. I don't want to be filming too much on this. Look at this crap right here at that biggin. I don't even know, maybe like 5 pounds. That was my second cast on this thing, I'm not kidding you. I'm doing this one-handed, so I'm about to put this fish back really quickly. Look what I just said, I just told y'all. That was my second cast, my first real cast. The first one was kind of a half cast. Oh man, okay, I'm putting this back so I can talk, but jeezy Pete. Yes, sir. Now we're gonna let this fish go. See you, Biggie. I mean, that ain't like a 10-pounder, but... What? That's the most pumped I've been. I could quit fishing now. That's the most pumped I've been in a minute for a fish. I'm shooketh. I'm actually shooketh right now. I was not expecting that. That's the biggest one I've caught in so long. Oh, okay, I'm going back to fishing. How about that, dude? That just pumped me up so much. Because that was a big one. I was just in the middle of saying, when it's this windy and you're throwing a shaky head, keep your rod down by the water, the rod tip down by the water, specifically when your bait's falling. That way you can get to the bottom quicker. And it's frustrating. I know it is frustrating. And we got to fight it with this light line, but it's a proven fish catcher when it gets tough. So just kind of keep grinding, keep your head up. Don't lose confidence in it. It's very easy to lose confidence, but just know that with a shaky head, when it's windy like this, the fish want that. Like when it's this cold, the fishing's tough, that's what they want. So if I can keep my bait down there to them, I know it's hard on me, but if I can get bites, it's worth it. And I like this really lightweight shaky head because you can skip it really well. And this is, I mean, I'm fishing it fairly shallow right here. Just cast that down the bank, and there's some old grass and logs and stuff down there. So I'm just pulling it through. A lot of sticks. It's just regular old bank. But yesterday they weren't really wanting anything. Man, there's a lot of brush down there. And when it's windy, it feels good. Okay, just because it is so windy and it is so much different than yesterday, I'm gonna pick this jerkbait up for a minute. I'm gonna hit me on spot lock right here, and I'm gonna cast this red one around just a minute and just keep them honest. gonna make 4 or 5 casts kind of in the same area, just moving my cast over a foot or so at a time. Just really fishing it in different cadences, fishing it slow, fishing it fast. Also, I know this wind is gonna suck, so I'm about to sit down really quick. Okay, so I just stood right back up and I'm still spot locked in that same place I was. I'm just throwing out in a different direction. And I'm even gonna scoot over a little bit closer to the bank. I'm leaving this part on here just because Darren White's driving by right now, and I know that he won't be able to see that I'm hung up, but he might watch this video. And Darren, as you're driving by right now, I'm hung up right on the very tip top of this dock, and you didn't even see that. All you saw was just me fishing down the bank and thought I was probably catching it. Oh, it cracks me up. And I got my worm. God, what have I got? Freaking spot. Running his butt off. There's a lot of them under there too. On the jig, there's a pile of them under there. Okay, so that pile, that water right there is fish suspended under this dock 30 feet in front of me. They're on the other side of the dock, not there. Okay, so those fish should have been, if my math was right, they should be right down the side of this dock. And I'm gonna throw that worm in next. I see where they're at now. They're all suspended on that vertical pole. There we go, that's gonna get there. There we go, told you. Told you. How about that? How about that, baby? I got them figured out now. I am not gonna lie. Feels good. There we go. Another 2-pound largemouth, maybe 2.5. And that was literally the same dock that I just called that cast. I saw it on LiveScope. They were suspended on the one vertical pole that goes up and down, right where they should be. I'm gonna push off the dock so I don't have to troll motor, but there's one vertical pole right there, and I saw about 5 fish on it. The crazy thing with LiveScope, I saw these fish from the other side of the dock, and so I knew to take my time. I knew to, like, because normally you would fish this stuff, but you wouldn't maybe spend so much time on it if you weren't certain there was fish there. I mean, you can even see them right there. That's the pole. The right here is the pole. There's 2 fish on the bottom and a pot of fish up in the water column. So this is a good talking point, I think, on this dock specifically, because as fishermen, for whatever reason, maybe it's just me, I don't know. If it's just me, I'll admit it, but sometimes we get caught up in wanting to go faster down the bank because we think that, you know, like there's a dock way down the lake that right now I know I'm gonna go catch some fish on. So I'm like thinking, well, if I hurry up and get past this bank, I can run down there because I want to fish, like I want to fish a little bit further on this bank, and then I'm gonna run straight down there. So in my mind, this whole bank, I've been fishing probably a little bit too fast just because I'm anxiously thinking about that versus paying attention to what's going on in the moment.
And this is a prime example. I'm gonna set my camera up and it's gonna take a lot of effort, but hopefully it pays itself off. But like, just a little bit of attention to detail. This dock has a ton of fish on it, and if, like normally, if I wouldn't have seen those fish on LiveScope, or I wouldn't have caught that first spot on the jig, I would have blown past this dock and already been down there at the next one. And now that I've actually spent some time on this and really looked, there's a lot of fish right here. And so this could be, if you're just fun fishing, this could be, you know, this could make the trip, because I'm gonna hopefully catch a couple more fish on this dock. But especially if you're fishing a tournament, this could win the tournament right here, just finding one spot, just paying attention. And it would have been so easy for me to not see that at all. So I guess my suggestion is, like, just let the fish, this is exactly a perfect example of let the fish tell you what they want. And sometimes it's you know, easier, that sounds kind of cliche when you think about, you hear that saying all the time, but once you like actually slow down and listen, pay attention to what's going on, I will say that the entirety of today is from me seeing what happened yesterday, which was that jig was falling too fast, and the fish wanted it. I could see them that they wanted it on LiveScope, but I couldn't catch them. The jig was falling too fast, so I went to this 1/4 ounce head, I'm sorry, 1/8 ounce head, and it's falling so slow. But I mean, I've caught 3 fish or either 2 fish on this worm, and I need to retie that leader, to be honest, but water's muddy, so I don't think it matters that much. I probably should retie. I don't have my line in here. That'll be my excuse. Man, I know one thing is for certain, is I have missed the crap out of this, because a lot of times when you're like when I'm filming YouTube videos, it's easy to just go through the motions just to try and film a video, versus like actually trying to get into a like zone where you're thinking about the fish and like trying to understand what's going on with the fish, versus rushing through this so I can get back to the house or work or whatever. And to have this 2 days in a row where I can just like for real put my mind into becoming one with the fish, some Obi-Wan Kenobi. This feels good. I'm confident in fishing right now, and the fishing's not even good. I can't wait till this spring when I can do this and like actually figure some stuff out. But the cool thing is, I know there's some big ones this time of year, so me taking this much effort and this much time could really pay off. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this audio isn't absolutely crazy, and hope y'all enjoyed that. I sure as crap enjoyed that trip. Specifically starting out the trip with that giant like 5-pounder second cast on a worm that I haven't thrown in probably like 15 years. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Here comes Coco. Easy. Come on. Hey, girl. Hey. You smell those fish? Coco, sit. Shake. Hey. Why did I bring you fishing today, huh? You smell those fish, don't you? Hey, come here. Let's end the video. Hey, I gotta end this video. Sit. You're a good girl. Alright guys, I'll see you all on the next one. Don't forget, if you want anything from Lure Lock, if you want anything from 6 Cents, the discount codes and everything are down below. I use exclusively Lure Lock. I use exclusively, well, not exclusively 6 Cents. Also, but they're awesome stuff, and I've got really good discounts. Coco, come here. I've got really good discounts for them if you ever want to buy any fishing tackle. Make sure you support me. Use my discount codes when you shop, and I'll see you guys on the next one.